Okay. Hello, everybody. My name's Jake, and I'm here with Ian, pre-flight. And this is the start of one of my series, and I'm going to call it the ESPN series. Now, ESPN NFL 2K5 is the game that I will be playing, and this game is my very favorite game, and as you may notice, I am going to be playing it on PS2. And the reason why I have this loading screen up like this right now is because I'm going to present you with the very most beautiful presentation that this game offers. So here we go. Now, what I did mention in our intro video was that I was going to be doing a season, and I was going to do it kind of Hard Knocks mode, and sign a bunch of guys, and I think it only lets you cap out at 65 players on the roster, so unfortunately we're going to have to make do with that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a season with the team that has a lot of positional battles, a lot of guys that at this time were considered to be either possible starters or maybe just a backup. So what I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to go through preseason and just play it by ear, and I'm going to release a select number of players each week, and we'll go from there. But anyways, without further ado, this is ESPN NFL 2K5, the greatest game, my favorite game, the greatest NFL game to ever be created, and that's truly my opinion, and the opinion of many others too. But I'm excited about this. This is kind of something that I've always wanted to do. And like I said, I'm really not much of a gamer. If you watch the intro video, I kind of touched upon that. But when it comes to sports games, I am in love with them. And this is a game that me and Ian have played for many years. And I remember when this game first came out, it was actually only $20. It was $19.99. And that was amazing, because at the time, the games were $49.99, and that was for PS2, Xbox, and the GameCube. And for an NFL game, an NFL licensed game, to be $19.99 and to have such good quality and just the motions and everything for the time, they were just so unique and revolutionary. It was really, really refreshing. And this game really did not disappoint at all. And a lot of people today still consider it the greatest game from an NFL standpoint to be created for a video game system. But anyways, Ian, how you doing?
I'm good.
And Ian's going to be here watching me on this journey.
Sound,
no, there is no sound. I have sound technically in the video there. I don't have it on the TV, otherwise it will be...
Oh, well then that's fine. Yep.
Right. It'll be
So Jake,
echoing. Anyways,
what are you starting with?
I did a lot of thinking, and I'll tell you what, guys. Like I said, I still play this game a lot nowadays, and me and Ian have started countless seasons and franchises with teams, and it's really been tough to pick a team for this, but I've decided that I am going to start my season with, well, first let me go through the settings here, because this is obviously the most important thing here. So weekly preparation we're going to turn off. First person off, fantasy off, customized league off, preseason game on, trade deadline on, owner firing off, edit rookies off. This is going to be all player because I want to do everything. And we're going to get started. So now we have lots of stories here with the 49ers, because God knows how many seasons we've actually created with them.
Basically, there are 4 teams that me and Jake play with all the time. 49ers, the Browns, the Lions, and the Bengals. The Texans.
Whoa.
Not the Bengals. The 49ers, the Browns, the Lions, and the Texans. We start so many freaking seasons with all these guys, and they all suck on this game.
And just keep in mind, guys, that this is the 04-05 rosters, updated as of August 12th or something. Or no, I'm sorry. This game came out earlier, I think. So it was July. But, so you'll notice there's some guys that may be on teams that eventually they were traded to, such as Marty Booker, who, funny story, is going to be on my team. and I'm not doing it on a VIP file because I have chosen to do it on a little difficult skill level. Something that's challenging but not impossible. Something that will give me the most realistic results. I've tampered with a lot of different skill levels and settings, and I found that this one is actually the closest to getting the most realistic statistics. And
it is custom.
And yeah, it's a custom skill level, and obviously, I mean, unfortunately, as well as the AI sort of was in this game, it wasn't. And that's kind of one of the funny things about this game is that, I'll tell you what, there are some seriously hilarious glitches, and eventually, later on in the future, we're going to capture some of those glitches, and we'll upload a whole series about that. Hopefully. But anyways, guys, I'm starting the season with the Chicago Bears.
So real quick, before you go ahead with that,
right.
I want you to give them a little history on the Bears as of thus far.
Okay, so the Chicago Bears right now, this is 04. They are coming off quite an awful record. I think the year before they went like 4-12.
I'll look that
they just had hired Lovie Smith as their head coach. He's relieving Dick Duran, I believe. And Lovie Smith is actually my favorite NFL head coach currently right now. And right now it's 2014, if you guys haven't checked the calendar. He is now with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting year for the Buccaneers, but enough about that. This is actually the year that Thomas Jones kind of broke out of the woodwork. He was starting to, get a little bit better towards this time because he was with the Cardinals, Buccaneers. 7-9? Really? They were that good?
With Dick Duran.
Oh shit!
Yes, this is Lovie Smith's first year. Of course.
Wow. Okay. Well, I was totally wrong there. And normally, I'm pretty good with my NFL facts, so pardon me. But anyways, I ain't gonna be here in a year. It's funny because Jerry Azuma literally retired the year after this. So me, Ian, and my brother Blake, we all make jokes about it because we're really that crazy where we actually are outside. Like, we started seasons, and we actually started the season with the 49ers, and we played like 2 seasons out there. And guys, I know I'm rambling, and I can literally talk about football all day long. Like, I literally am obsessed with it. I played college ball, I played high school ball, I am literally in love with the game, and I could just go on and on. And me and Ian, you'll see, we're going to have some debates, and we're going to talk about this, and we're going to get real in depth. It's going to get a little heated sometimes, and it might even get heated during the season while he's watching, if he does.
So, interesting fact about the Bears. In this season in real life, 2004-2005.
Yeah.
Starting quarterback Rex Grossman got hurt, and they had that huge thing with Craig Krenzel, Jonathan Quinn, and Chad Hutchinson.
Yep. Chad Hutchinson came along. Yes, and I've always been a Chad Hutchinson fan. I don't know why.
Former baseball player for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, he did not do so.
He's on this game. He's on the Cowboys.
Right. So anyways, I picked this team because this team seems like it has a lot of positional battles and a lot of question marks at certain positions. Like, all right, obviously Rex Grossman has a 74 overall. We got a 50 and a 49. Now Jonathan Quinn is phenomenal.
Look at that height.
We have experience. Yeah, look at that. 6'6", 240, and he's fast as all hell. Look at his speed.
Now the thing is,
look at that. 74 and 85. Now I know, the ratings aren't everything, and they don't make the player, but it's interesting to see like 50 overalls with like 85 speeds. Like, well, Seneca Wallace, but obviously he's actually really fast.
I think the thing is, the reason you chose this team is the same reason we always choose teams. It's because there is an offensive struggle.
Yes.
If there's a defensive problem, that's fine. We don't mind doing defensive battles, but it's always exciting to have quarterback, running back, fullback, wide receiver, tight end.
We like to experience things with different guys. Like, we like
to have shitty teams.
We do. We don't want to
have the worst possible team with no names and watch them become stars. Because we'll make them stars, damn it.
Exactly. And that's the thing, guys. It's the beauty of this game, honestly, is just being able to play with anyone you want. Anyone you freaking want. And it's phenomenal.
This is not a very difficult skill level.
And it's going to be awesome. And you just, I know it sounds corny, but you really form a bond with these players. But anyways, we're going to go through all the positions here, and I'm going to show you guys what our roster is looking like right now. And then we're going to sign some guys. We might do a couple trades, and this is what this video is going to be. It's just, I'm not going to play any games yet, and I'm going to play the preseason because, like I said, I'm going to kind of make this like Hard Knocks where, I don't know why I keep saying Hard Knocks, but I'm going to make this like real life, basically, and, there's going to be cut days and stuff like that. And
quarterbacks are ass.
It's going to be interesting. It really is.
So you going to sign 75 players?
Well, 65. I think it only allows you to... Yeah, it only allows 65 on this, which is weird. Yeah. Swear to God. I'll show you.
I swore you could sign 75.
I wish you could. That'd be phenomenal, but it only allowed 65 on my last... I started the season...
You can go over cap during the preseason, by the way.
Right. And then, that's cool, too. I like that a lot. But anyways, here we go. This is the battle that you guys got to look out for. The A-Train, who, he won Offensive Rookie of the Year when he was in the league in 01. And then you got Thomas Jones over here. Yeah, he did.
Why?
I'll show you why. Look at the stats. 1,183 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, but...
Not bad. Not bad.
That year.
I don't know about that. But actually, Anthony Thomas is one of my brother's favorite running backs. He actually has a bobblehead of him. And then Thomas Jones. This was really, like, in real life, this was his start. This was kind of his year that he broke out a little bit. And I remember they played a Thanksgiving game against the Cowboys, and it was Thomas Jones versus Julius. And it was awesome because it was two brothers. Yep. So that was cool.
Michael Vick didn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year?
No. Michael Vick really didn't get his start until 02 there.
Yeah, but I figured that he would have.
No, he didn't really get much playing time.
The fan base, everyone would have loved him.
Chris Chandler was the man. Speaking of Chris Chandler, he was on the Bears at one point.
Yeah, and Reggie was not as good. He sucked his first year.
Yeah, so.
I would have given it to
anyways, guys,
Dominic Raiola.
Guys, we're very blunt about certain things, too, and we're very stuck in our ways, so please, if we do offend you, just keep in mind that we're very stubborn when it comes to this, and don't take offense if we...
And LT didn't win?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. I knew that there were better guys that year. LT didn't win.
That is pretty bad. That is really bad, actually.
I would have given it to him.
Well, hold on.
Or Leonard Davis.
Leonard Davis? That's my favorite guard, actually. Fun fact. Favorite guard of all time.
He's now dead.
He was with the Cowboys and then the Lions. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So I'm rambling too much here. All right. So we're gonna go through our quarterbacks. So we got Rex Grossman, Craig Krenzel, Jonathan Quinn. This is just our starting roster. I'm gonna sign some guys too, like I said. And I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be the battle to watch because who knows what's gonna happen. You might even see this man, the other Adrian Peterson. He's actually related to Mike Peterson. He's brothers with him, the linebacker.
Him?
Yep.
Really?
We got Jason McKee, and I like Jason McKee a lot. I've had good experiences with him.
Look at that fucking face.
And then Brian Johnson. You just can't beat that. That is your typical white boy right there. All right. So here's an interesting thing. Like I was saying, Marty Booker is on the team here, and in real life, he was actually traded for Adewale Goonlier. And that was an interesting trade. I think it was a pretty fair trade overall. I think Adewale ended up being a little bit better, but Marty Booker, he certainly had his days with the Dolphins.
I don't think so.
Really? I don't know, dude.
Well, let me take a look.
At least Adewale went to the Pro Bowl with the Bears. Marty was solid with the Dolphins. He was. But he wasn't where he was with the... let's just take a look at his freaking stats. Look at that. Are you kidding me?
How do you spell Adewale?
Adewale. Anyways.
Well...
Median...
67 career sacks, I don't know.
Huh?
67 career sacks.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't as good as he was with the Dolphins either. Now, only 2 tight ends. That's really interesting. I like Robert Johnson. He's pretty fun.
6,700 yards.
He just retired, actually, Patrick Mannelly.
Yeah,
I retweeted his thing on Twitter. It was awesome. Yeah. And then Olin, he actually retired 2 years ago because he lost love for the game, which I totally respect. He was a phenomenal player. Got a little chippy.
Olin?
Got a little chippy at times. Now, here's the thing that me and Ian have, and it's kind of a funny philosophy, but we want to squeeze the juice right out of you. We want you to play as long as possible.
My philosophy is, and I 100% mean this, and I know I'm not an athlete, whatever. I believe if you're going to commit to football and playing professionally, you should commit 20 years of your life to football. Now, I understand if you have a dramatic injury or, family issues and all that stuff, you should be able to commit 20. You should be able to play 20 years in the NFL.
Yeah.
I totally believe it.
Right.
And it should be possible. It should be in your head thinking, all right, I'm playing 20 years in this league. I don't care if you're an undrafted rookie. You got to make your way through it. You got to dedicate yourself. It's the same thing with any other job. If you have a job that you really are dedicated to, 20 years is a good estimate of something that you should do. When you come out of college, you be a lawyer or whatever, 20 years. You know, I mean, well, they usually do it for the rest of their lives. Football is something you're supposed to do for the rest of your life. But since when you get older and your body deteriorates, 20 years is a good number. So if you're still, you know, you're 49 and you've only played 19 years, you failed!
No, here's the thing, too, actually. Ian likes to also use this philosophy that you should be able to play for as long as the player who played the longest at your position played for. So if you're a receiver, you better damn well play until you're 43 or 42.
Jerry. Well, Jerry was a freak.
Yeah,
so
right.
I think I understand.
Speaking of freaks, look at this man.
Oh my God,
I
think he's the
Gibson.
heaviest, other than Ted Washington.
He's a fat ass. Oh, he's heavier than Ted Washington. I think Ted's only 350, 340. Let's go take a look, actually.
I'm pretty sure Ted Washington is, yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's on the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 365.
Yeah,
Oh, wow,
well,
really?
Close. All right.
You know who else is a fat ass? Love him, though.
Oh, I love Keith.
Absolutely love him. He's actually my favorite defensive tackle of all time. Anyways, all right, so we're going to go back to our team here. And I know, guys, like I said, I really get off track a lot because I'm just very passionate about football. Very passionate about this game because, first of all, I am in love with these rosters. Just look at this. You can't be Tommy fucking Harris. He's a preacher. Yes. Look at this. Alfonso Boone. He went to a JUCO. Love it, yeah. Mount San Antonio Junior College. Look at that. And then you got Tank Johnson right there, who's only 278 apparently, which doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure he's heavier than that.
Yes, we know it says Terry Johnson.
He was arrested.
Tank.
Mark Colombo's 6'8". Wow.
Casey Mitchell was arrested?
He sure was.
What?
I don't remember. Got arrested. I just remember seeing it on NFL Network. Now, John Tate, I'll tell you what, guys. When he was with the Chiefs, that line was the most incredible offensive line ever. Like, let's just put this one... Just take a minute to think about this here. You have Willie Roaf. You have Will Shields. Casey Wigman at center. Then you have John Tate at the other tackle position. And then... Will Shields. Brian Waters, thank you. Holy shit. How did I forget Brian Waters? Yeah. Alright, so... There you go. Look at that offensive line. All Pro Bowlers. Incredible offensive line. That's just amazing. All right, so we'll take a look at the defensive ends here. Now, this is interesting, too. I like what we have here. We're going to bring in some competition at every position. So now, question marks at the second string outside linebacker position. Because I don't know if I want Joe Odom as my starter, although I like him. I know. Look at his face. Look at him. You can't. Come on. Leon Joe. Hunter Hillenmeyer, classic. Of course, Brian Urlacher. I ain't going to be here in a year. R.W. McQuarters, Charles Tillman. Yeah, so, I mean, we have a lot of different positions that have some question marks. You know, not as far as, not even necessarily starters, you know, just backups and second stringers. And I'm going to really bring that out in this season. And I'm also going to have a competition between Bobby Gray and Mike Green. Even though Mike Green really should probably get the start, let's see how Bobby does in the preseason. And then, of course, Mike Brown, who's really good at that
second leader on the defense.
Yeah. And then Brad Maynard. We have some very good memories with this man, even though we never punted, because we used to always play our seasons on rookie, and we used to just destroy the computer and play for stats pretty much. And actually, we started the season with the Texans, and that's our most notable season, where we've played 8 seasons so far? 7? 8 seasons?
I think we're in our 8th.
We're in our 8th season, yeah. We're actually still playing it now, obviously, but... he was our punter for about 3 or 4 years, and although we never punted...
Well, we will talk about that soon enough.
Oh, yeah.
How much time we got?
We're at 21 minutes here, so...
Well,
19, technically.
You better fucking hurry.
Yeah, so anyways, guys, I know, like I said, I ramble on about stuff, and I get really into it, and there's so much for me to say, and I just... it's hard to fit it all in. Anyways, we're going to sign some free agents here. So I think we first need to sign a quarterback. And I don't know if I want to sign a free agent or if I want to make a trade for one. Let's take a look here. Now, I love Chris Redmond. He's actually my second favorite quarterback.
We do so much with Chris Redmond.
Yeah, and
These guys, we do so
here's
much
the thing.
with guys.
I actually have not done much with Rob Johnson.
Well, I'm not going to tell you because this is your thing, so...
Right. Kurt Kittner, done stuff. Preston, been there, done that. Craig Null, been there, done that. T. Martin, oh my God, don't even get me started with T. Martin. We actually had a season with the Chargers, and we played 4 seasons on that, and it was on Legend. And literally, all we would do, because T. Martin was our starting quarterback, we literally did a fantasy draft and got the worst overall players for each position.
The problem with Legend on this game is that it's overpowered for the computer because you can't catch up to them.
Right.
You literally cannot catch up. It's impossible to catch up to them. So as soon as they break a tackle and they're in the open field, it's over. So it's just they score. And we won maybe a total of 7 games in 4 seasons. It was disgusting.
It was pretty bad. But anyways, we would just run with T. Martin. He had like 4,000 rushing yards in a season, which was pretty fun. Clint Stoner did him. All right, and that's it. Cool. Tom Arth. Oh, he's on the Colts, but they always cut him. Tom Arth is actually the worst overall quarterback on this game.
He's
God
the worst
bless
overall
him.
Player on this game.
He's actually a really nice guy. Fantastic human being. Really fantastic human being. All right, so I don't know. I kind of want to do this, Ian. What do you think?
It's not.
I want to do this. I'm going to sign Rob Johnson.
Got a couple of quarterbacks, but...
And you know what? Honestly, I don't give a shit. Yeah, and here's the thing too. I'm not going to change their numbers until they make the team. I actually decided to do this on my other season that I started with.
You should make them all 0-0.
No, I'm not going to do that. Now, Jason Gilden, he's always in free agency too, and same with Jeremiah Trotter, who ended up signing with the Eagles. Jason Gilden went to the Jaguars that year, but didn't really do much. And then Marvin Jones retired eventually. So did Jason Sealand, Kenny Holmes. Kenny Holmes, wait, I think he did play a little bit that year.
The Colts, right?
Yeah. Yep. All right, so we got our quarterbacks. This is going to be our competition, fellas and ladies. We got Rob Johnson and Rex Grossman basically battling it out for the starting job. But you know what?
He didn't play.
Oh, okay. If these guys step it up, you never know. I don't care about overalls. The best players who produce will play. All right, so I think we should sign one more running back, maybe just like a kick return guy. I like Ricky Williams, but I've done a lot with him. And this is the other Ricky Williams, by the way, so don't get your panties in a bunch and say, oh, Ricky Williams, why is he in free agency? No, he's on the Dolphins in this, even though he did get suspended for the year because of marijuana. Trung candidate, I like Trung a lot, and actually I really haven't done a whole lot with him, to be honest. Even though I talk about him a lot, and I mean a lot. Like, I probably mention his name at least once a week. Stacey Mack, done stuff with him. He's one of my brother's favorite running backs, too. Ernest Graham, that's cool that he's on here. He's a rookie, too. Sultan, he was on our Charger season. He was actually a starting running back in our Charger season that year with T. Martin. James Fenderson, JR, done a lot with him, actually. But, with that being said, I think we need to bring in some more competition and sign Trung candidate. I like that a lot, actually. So we have 4 running backs, 4 quarterbacks. So I like what we have here. Very interesting battles going on. They're all pretty close in overall, so that's good too. I like that. So now we're going to go to fullbacks. We're good with that. Honestly, I like to say that I would use the fullback, but I usually don't. But I do, when I'm selecting plays, if I ever do see like a fullback dive or anything, I usually select it because the fullbacks need love too. So, all right. So for receivers here, I want to have 7 on our roster for the preseason. So let's get one more. And you know, you have your usuals like Bill Schrader and Antonio Freeman, Dwayne Bates. Although I really haven't done much with Dwayne Bates. But let's move on. Let's take a look here. Now, oh man, what should I do? Chris Cole. Take a look here. I like Randy Himes a lot, and I think I'm going to sign him. I really like him a lot. Now, unfortunately with this roster, there's just not a whole lot of guys that I want to make trades with right now. I know... Ian, what do you think, man? Marty Booker.
You want to trade Marty Booker?
I kind of do.
Alright, you got a bunch of shit guys right there.
I know.
I mean, oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. So why don't we have some more, like, 70 overall guys to balance this?
You're the only person in the world that would ever say, you know what, I think I want some more average guys.
I like Marty. I really like Marty, but he's just a little too good. Like, with
average, damn it.
With the offensive line, like, I'm totally okay with, like, 90 overalls. But when it comes to, like, skill position guys...
I would bring in 2 more receivers, and if you really want to trade Marty, trade him for 2 receivers.
That's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do it, guys. So, Marty, I love you, but, hey, man, your time's up.
For 2. Make sure you get 2.
Nah.
Josh Reed.
Ah, that'd be interesting, actually.
Bobby Shaw always gets released anyways. Him and Fast Freddy.
That'd be
that.
pretty cool. I would like that, actually.
Bobby Shaw played for the Bears, so...
Yeah, he did. Maybe. I'm going to keep that in mind. And I bet it's going to say, oh, the Bills don't want to lose a receiver right now.
You're giving him a receiver.
Yeah, but it's 1 for 2. That's the only problem.
Say that if they have 4 receivers.
I could do Ashley Ali. Alright, I don't want any Browns receivers. Literally, I have... Honestly, it's just... It's so repetitive. I've done...
Bobby Shaw did not play for them.
I thought he did.
Yeah.
The Steelers?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the Steelers. And the Jaguars? Ever? Okay, Frisman. Listen, I have done so much with Frisman Jackson, Andre. This entire receiving core right here.
Like we said, we
oh my god. Just overused. But I love them all so much. But I'm not going to use these guys. So sorry. I like this a lot. Joe Juravicius and Charles, yikes, you're in jail for cocaine, so...
Wait, Charles Lee is?
Oh yeah, he's in jail right now. Take a look. Yep. Michael and Joe Juravicius, how would you feel about that? And here's a good thing. We got a young guy, and Joe Juravicius, who's a veteran, who's been there, done that, and he's tall, too. I think I'm going to do this. And it's been accepted, and I don't know why I didn't trade for a pick, because I could have gotten a lot better with that. So forgive me, guys. Okay, so now I have 8 receivers, actually. And you know what I can't stand nowadays, too? How every receiver has numbers in the teens. Bring back the 80 numbers. I know you guys are going to say, oh, Kevin Johnson wears number 81. Yeah, sure he does, but look at all the guys that are wearing like 15 and 13 and all this shit. Come on. Get back to like 84, like Randy Moss, and 81 for T.O. and Kelvin Johnson too, of course, obviously. But all right, so we definitely need another tight end, and I might sign Michael Ricks. I don't know why. I'm just going with my gut instinct, and I'm going to sign him. Former NFC North guy, played for the Lions, and he knows what he wants. So yeah, so now we're up to 58 players here. I like what we got there. Definitely like what we got going there. Actually, I'm not going to do anything to save these. Corners. Now, we need one more at least. Alright, so basically the same thing as receivers. So we got like a high 80 guy, and then 70, and then just like 50s and lower. And this is actually when Nathan Basher was a rookie too, so he wasn't all that good at this time. And then he had 8 interceptions. He was pretty damn good. Oh, we definitely need another inside linebacker. Alright, so corner, inside linebacker. I want to do an outside linebacker, and Joe... Son of a bitch, man. I might have to trade you. Christ. Just because it's like... I don't know. Ugh. God. What do we have to work with here? Defensive ends. That's cool. I like that. I definitely like what we got going on here with defensive tackles. Any one of those guys can be a starter. And I'm going to actually... No one is going to be named the starter just yet. So, just be wary, guys. Alright, so... Okay. Yeah, I'm going to sign a backup center just because Patrick Mannelly. I'm going to keep you just because you're a long snapper.
We need another center.
Yeah, we do.
Doesn't play.
Right. Alonzo Ephraim. Even though he was arrested too, here we go. You're on the team. You have experience in this league, even though it's not on here. I like this receiving core, though. Look at that. Joe Juravicius, David Terrell, Justin Gage. Those are all like, oh, yes. Who knows who's going to be the starter now? Who knows? All right, so we have 59 guys. So let's get 6 more. So I think we get outside linebacker, inside linebacker, corner, maybe 2 corners. Let's get 2 corners. Let's take a look. I like Raymond Walls, so I'm going to sign him. Plus, he's actually, I started an all NFL season where I pick like 1 game a week and I just like completely dominate the opponent because it's on rookie. And the reason being is because like I just pick a random game each week and I just want to help the stats of these guys because I'm big into statistics, man. I love them. So we're gonna. You got it, Chris. All right, you're 6 year. Ah, that's right. They don't really show the. Oh, they do. Okay. Well, you played for the Chiefs and you look nice in that collar. I like it. So we're gonna sign you. All right. So now we're up to 61. Okay, so we need an inside linebacker as well. Now, we could go with the usual Jerry Schumacher.
The usual what?
I know. Look at that face. It's phenomenal. He actually looks like a friend of mine. Travis Carroll. Hey, his tackling is actually better than like. I think I'm going to sign him. NFC North guy all around.
I got rid of Wally Rayner for him.
And another thing, guys, the reason why I chose the Bears is because they play in the NFC North. That's honestly my favorite division. I just love it. It's rough, tough football. And you know what?
Your favorite team is
cold weather.
Huh? You said your favorite team is.
Oh, I know. I just love the NFC North just because there's so much tradition and history that goes with it. Every team is a cold weather team. Even though, well, yeah, the Vikings now, they don't have the dome anymore, so that's good. The Lions are the only team with a dome. But even so, I mean, just with their Thanksgiving games, I love that. Every year, that's just phenomenal. And this year, actually, all the Thanksgiving games are division games. Did you know that? All the Thanksgiving games are division games. So it's going to be the Bears and Lions, Eagles and Cowboys, and then I think it's the Seahawks and 49ers later on. So, I don't know how I feel. I mean, I like that they have a third slot there, but it's like such a non-tradition team, you know? Like not a Thanksgiving team. Like, if you're going to have Thanksgiving teams, you got to have, like, I don't know, man, just teams who have played on Thanksgiving before. Anyways, wow. Inside linebacker. Okay, we signed Travis Carroll, outside linebacker. I think we need another outside linebacker. But here's the thing. I like Charlie Clemens a lot. And I think he would be a phenomenal addition. We also have Mike Caldwell, who would be very cool, too. Plus, he's been there, done that. He's a 12-year pro. I think we need the veteran leadership because our outside linebackers are young. And I know Charlie's an 8-year pro. Let's take a look at his stats last year. All right. Ooh, wow, he had 13.5 in 2001. Holy crap. I didn't realize he had that many sacks that year. That's pretty sweet. Ah, man.
Get Shane Orr.
Shanti Orr.
Shane.
Or Eric Westmoreland. I don't know. It's between Mike Caldwell or Charlie Clemens, and I'm not going to do Henry Crockett because I've done stuff with him before. Charlie or Mike. Charlie has better tackling. But Mike's better with... He's closer in overall, so I'm going to do that just to give some more competition. And see, they don't really care if you're over the cap, which is nice too because it's just preseason. So that's good too. Now, what else can we do? I think, let's sign one more defensive tackle. Gilbert. Ooh, wow, Baron Tanner is a fat ass. I like that. Even though he really belongs in a 3-4.
You know what you should do?
Dorset Davis.
Look for guys with the highest aggression.
Ooh, I like that.
They tend to be really good. If you rate it by aggression.
Langston Moore. Ooh, he went to South Carolina, which is nice. I am a big Gamecocks fan. That's actually like my favorite college football team besides the University of Buffalo. Alright. So we're going to sign him. Yeah. And we are up to 64 players. So we have one more player to sign. So, let's see what position we should sign a player at. We have an awful lot. And you know what? The tackle position is really wide open right now. I know Aaron Gibson has the highest overall. And
how many guards do you have?
He is a fat ass.
Shit.
You know what? I kind of feel bad calling guys fat asses.
Well, too late! Wait, did you ever sign a running back?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I signed Trung. Quarterback situation's looking good.
Corner.
Oh, corner. I have 8 of them, I believe.
How many safeties?
I'm good with my safeties, actually. Maybe I'll sign one more. Yeah, I'm going to sign one more. I like Todd Johnson a lot, but... Keon Nash. I am a huge fan of yours, and even though I've used you before...
I'm telling you. That seems to be...
So this aggression is. Ah. Pat Dennis has... Wow. I bet he has... Yeah, Pat Dennis has the highest. Jararis Robinson, that's cool. Keon's there. He's in 5th. So, you know what? Even though I've used him before, he was actually our starting safety on our...
He went to Alabama State, GA!
Albany State, Georgia.
State, Alabama.
Yeah. Alright, Keon, you're the last player that we're signing. Now watch, I'll show you. I'm going to try to sign someone else. Jason Gilden. The roster size is at max.
Never mind.
So, guys, this is our roster going into the first preseason game, week 1 here. And boy, oh boy, it's going to be an interesting one. So stay tuned for next episode, guys. And, you know, I apologize for the rambling. This is kind of just the start of everything. So, you know, once we get into this, it's going to be pretty awesome. And actually, I'm going to go over the skill level and all that next episode, too. So stay tuned. Thanks. I guess we could really record whatever the fuck we want right now, just because... You guys ready?
No.
And we're not ready.
You move this thing a fucking second.
Sophie and Kevin, this video is going live, because it's Sophie and Kevin.
And it fucking shits out on you. I can't believe it.
No, well, I don't fucking... Well, I don't fucking... Wait, I'm recording?